Hi there, this is your friend Anna, and the question that I've been getting the most from all of my friends is what are we wearing? This age old question isn't just about choosing an outfit, it's about choosing how we present ourselves to the world. I created the I Want Her Shoes podcast to dive deep into what it means to dress with intention, whether you're heading to a council meeting or just having a casual day out with your family. Join the conversation as we explore the power of personal style and the decisions that shape our public personas. Put on your favorite pair of shoes and step into my closet. Welcome back to the I Want Her Shoes podcast. Today we're stepping into the expansive world of professional networking with a remarkable leader, Nicole Vasquez, as the mastermind behind MBD Partners and the Activator Network. Nicole crafts the ultimate connection between top executives by leveraging her vast world-class network. Her innovative approach blends traditional relationship building with cutting-edge AI tools, setting the stage for networking magic that powers growth in many different industries. Join us in my closet, just steps from the vibrant Miami design districts, as we dive into the art of creating transformative opportunities and discover how staying uniquely human in a tech-driven world can redefine the future of business interactions. Nicole, it's so fantastic to have you here with us today.
Thank you. I'm super stoked to be here and amongst, every woman's dream. So
thank you. All right, Nicole, so I'm really excited to learn more about you, and maybe you could tell me a little bit about yourself, your background, your family, where did you grow up, and how did you end up in this wonderful city of Miami?
Well, I appreciate that because we do know each other very well. But I'll pretend and give a good overview for our listeners and viewers. But I grew up in Chicago in a multicultural household. So my father's Filipino, my mother is Croatian, and I grew up right outside of Chicago. And so that always set the stage for me, this understanding that there's different cultures and different thoughts and opinions. And so since I was very young, I always wanted to bring different people to the table to exchange ideas, information, and as I got older into my professional career, and opportunities through the conversations they were having. So even in like junior high, I would be the person to be like, let's go do this, and let's bring this person in, and let's talk, and let's have conversation, because I always wanted to hear other people's perspectives.
That's such a cool background and mix, and gosh, Croatian and Filipino, right? The food must have been like amazing, right?
To die for.
You must be such a good cook to yourself.
Everything in moderation, though, it's too good.
Yeah, for sure. And Nicole, could you share us with a journey that led you to establish MBD Partners and the Activation Network? Like, what sparked your passion for connecting people?
It's interesting because as I look back, I know that the underlying theme has always been community building, relationship building, but I've done that in a few different ways. I've had physical businesses like co-working spaces. So my first two official businesses were co-working spaces in Chicago with online communities built in before online communities were like all the rage. And I started, scaled, and sold each of those. And then my third company we built a technology platform to list all these different co-working spaces, and I scaled that for 7 years. We scaled it to 20 countries, and so I've always been the person connecting people to environments or other people that can get them to leapfrog ahead in their career. And I've done that through various businesses that I've had, and now I joke that this business, my fourth one, is the culmination of everything that I've done. And even though I've only been operating this agency now for about a year and a half, I've basically been doing this my entire career.
No, that's really cool. That's an awesome journey and story how you got here. And I know that you've been described as a trusted connector. Can you elaborate on your philosophy of networking and relationship building? Because you said you kind of have been doing it your whole life, right?
Yeah, and I never intentionally was thinking about how I was going about it. And my entire career, people have always been like, you're so great at connecting people. You're so great at bringing people together. And to be honest, I actually overlooked it a little bit because I would think, well, what does that mean? What, I'm really smart and I'm really hardworking and like I'm just a great networker. And it was honestly only in the past few years that I had my aha of, yeah, that's my superpower. And I couldn't have done so well in my businesses and in my career if it wasn't for being this person who truly cares about providing value to other people, connecting other people, because that also comes back around in terms of people coming back and saying, hey, you really helped me, or you put me in that room, or you introduced me to someone, and I'd like to turn around and do something for you, like invite me to an event or want a partner. And while that was never the intention, that always kind of comes back around, as you know, because you have started and led and are leading so many communities. And I can only imagine your inbox of people saying, Anna, thank you for hosting these amazing, events and communities, and how it all comes back around.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 1000% that whatever you put out there, you get back, right? And I think as you do that, as your business, that just amplifies to like 1,000 degrees, and that's really cool. And can you talk a little bit about how you think your personal style has influenced the outcomes in the professional networking settings? And do you have some interesting stories about, or like memorable things that stand out?
Oh, yes. So I was actually thinking about this on the way over, because I was thinking about my fashion history, and I think I have always been the person that can put myself together well, but it was never at the forefront. I will tell you, like, I have never thought of myself as someone who's really into fashion. Like, I know how to present well and everything. And over time, I've done that in different ways. So for example, when I was a tech founder for many years, and eventually, like a technology executive, I really leaned into that tech look, which was like the skinny leg jeans and the sweatshirt and the cool t-shirts and the cool kicks, because one, I really think that I believe in being instinctive around, what you're wearing and putting out there. And so even though I would never, I would say, think about it a lot, I think my underlying thing was like, what is appropriate? It's like a trigger word, especially for women, I feel like growing up, it was like, what's appropriate? One, we should wear whatever we want. But I do feel there's something I think of, which is like, what is the environment I'm going into? Who are the people that I'm engaging with? What is the signals that I want to send? Because I think as I have gotten more into fashion, what I realize is, before I used to think of it as like an afterthought. Like, oh, I got to go to this event and I have to look nice, so let's get that checked off the list. Now I think about, what is the signal I want to send? What is the power I want to bring into the room? How do I want other people to feel about me? And I realize that that's a powerful thing, not just another thing to do as I get ready for something.
Exactly. No, that's a great answer, and I feel like that's an amazing strategy that you have. And every time I've seen you look really polished, and I feel like you have definitely your own style.
Thank you.
So which is,
and it's much different now than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, maybe you could talk a little bit of how that evolves too. As you talked about being in tech, and then 10 years later, that is it different in Miami than Chicago?
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure
yes.
So much the weather, the climate.
I always felt slightly out of place in Chicago. I love Chicago. In respect to, I would get dressed up sometimes, and I'd go to brunch, or I'd go, some people would say, "You're so dressed up. What's the deal?" Or like, "Why so fancy?" And I remember thinking, I didn't think this was super dressed up. This felt nice, and I wanted to really shine. To be honest, when you look at your closet, look at this room. You look at it and you take a piece out and you think, wow, this makes me feel great. So there was a moment in Chicago where I said, okay, I love how I feel when I'm in Miami. And I love Miami allows you to really lean into feminine, creative, extreme, colorful, sensual, and I love that about Miami. But what I'll say quickly is, I have definitely evolved my fashion based on who are my clients. And so very early on in my 15 years ago, running a co-working space, it was a neighborhood co-working space, like a cafe. So I was wearing jeans and t-shirts. Then as I grew my tech company, when we went from startup to us being a high growth, I really leaned into more like, okay, tech, cool, but I'm still an executive. So it was like sharper blazers, nicer kicks, nicer t-shirts. And then now I work with executives who are top of their field. And this means I'm going to global conferences. I'm going to really, I get worried about using this word, but like elite, powerful rooms. And I need to, I don't say need, I believe that I feel my best when I am at the same level that those people are at. So I believe that I should present with the same fashion. Because if they're wearing powerful outfits, like I definitely want to be wearing them. If anything, I want to be even
more powerful. Yes, no, but you know, there's actually studies that have been done where they've put people in different outfits next to each other, right? Like, and everybody felt better if they were dressed better than the other person.
It's true.
You know, so it's actually like, it's a big thing, right? So,
and to be vulnerable and candid, because I think everybody appreciates that. A reason I say that is because it's very easy to feel small in certain rooms. And what I've realized is there's already a slew of things that us as humans are dealing with because of our modern society, and especially if you're running your own business, you know, imposter syndrome and all the things. And so if I show up looking incredible and feeling powerful, it takes away a little bit of those other things that are happening in your head. And it's like, all right, if I look good,
anxiety is gone. You're like, yes, we could talk. You could start a conversation, you know, with your outfit, really. Like.
So I lean in now. I think maybe even many years ago, I would lean into underdressing because I didn't want to be seen as like, oh, she's so fancy. And now I say, you know what? I would rather be overdressed than underdressed.
Ditto. I agree with you. Yes, and I've always been, the other way as well. Unless like strategically have to underdress, I would always overdress.
Yeah,
you know.
Oh, so. Girl, I've seen you at the park. You look great at the park, taking our kids to the park.
It's fun, you know. It just makes me feel good coming in the closet and dressing up. So maybe we could talk a little bit about maybe some advice that you could give to those folks that are going out to their first networking events from like casual meetups. Should you go like home and change, or is it okay to just go from the office to like a networking event after? And what can you do to like make yourself look a little bit more presentable?
That is such a great question, because I think about in my early 20s when I was building my first business, I was going to so many events and I was coming from work, and I really think that there is an aspect of, okay, what's logical and efficient for you? So if you have to go all the way home, you know, and then maybe that just means that day you dress up a little bit more at work and you bring heels with you in your bag. I mean, I have done so many times where I love to walk. I love to be active and outdoors. So I don't know how many times I've had heels in my purse and I'm changing in the lobby of this really nice, office building, because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to not wear these, but I sure as hell can't walk here, 10 blocks in them. So I think it's all about being honest and about what your schedule is, what your capabilities are. But if you can do some hacks, like bringing the shoes in your purse or bringing a shirt to change, I think it always makes sense to try to do your best.
Agreed. No, I think that's great advice. No, thank you so much for that. And now let's talk a little bit about kind of balancing your personal life and your business and everything. I know that you're also a fairly new mom and you have a little boy. How do you keep everything together and like still make time to figure out the pieces that you're going to wear and buy and do all of that? So how do you balance all of that?
So I will say, again, going back to, I am very efficient with my time. So I love and appreciate fashion. I think every time I see you, I think about how creative and how intentional you are with your fashion. I also think for myself, I've never been someone that loves to browse. Like if I go to the store, I know what I need and I know which stores to go to. I live across the street from Brickell City Center.
Oh, there
so
you
it's
go.
Very easy. So I literally, like, if I need to, I just go right into Saks or, some of my favorite stores are in there. And for me, it's all about efficiency. And so I keep a list on my phone of, let's say I'm getting ready and I'm like, man, I really need more black tank tops. Right. Or the other day I was like, I love this kimono. I've worn it so many times. I should probably buy a new one. So I put it on my list. And then if I'm ever on vacation or we are just, browsing or I have some time, then I go through my list. And that way I can buy the things that I know that I need, that I've noticed that I keep needing. I think that's the biggest thing. It's like keeping a list, being efficient. And I have a list of like 10 stores that are my favorites that I know fit me well. The quality is great. and I know which ones to go to for certain things. There's my work wear, and then there's like my weekend wear. And so I kind of I keep them in lists.
Sounds like you're super organized. No, that sounds amazing. No,
I mean, you know how it is with kids. It's like, okay, you're getting ready, and they're already coming in the room. It's like,
yeah, you definitely need to know.
Every moment counts.
It does, yeah. And how has your role as a connector influenced your personal growth? As a mom, and just in your fashion and everything.
That's a wonderful question. I think the biggest thing is leaning into what your superpowers are. And so, as I referenced before, many years ago, I would have laughed when people say, "Oh, you're such a good networker," and really even rolled my eyes at it and kind of shied away from it, wanting to tout other things. And now I realize, hey, I'm really good at connecting people, and so it's a gift that I think of now. And every few months, I will bring people together for a brunch and for a dinner, and it's my way of saying I have the privilege of meeting so many great people. I know who should meet each other, and I bring them together. And yes, it costs me money, but it is such a joy for me to do that. But it also, to be honest, is a return on investment, because what happens is it's showing the people that I care about that I want them to meet other people, and they almost always either keep me top of mind for events that they go to, or they turn around and ask me how they can be helpful. And again, not that that's my intention, but it's this beautiful cycle. And so I think the biggest thing that I can say is lean into what your superpowers are. When you're a parent, when you're a entrepreneur, your time is maxed out every day. And so what I think is like, make it easy for yourself. So if you're really good at baking, bake those things. If you're really good at writing, write. I think that right now we live in this world where we're always trying to improve and learn. I know, guilty, but it's like when times are really busy, I just lean into like, what can I do right now?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's beautiful, and I've been to your lunches and dinners, and they're beautiful, and always meet amazing people.
Same to you.
So thank you. And well, now let's go into the fun part.
Ooh.
Why don't you tell me about the shoes that you brought and the story that goes behind them? So let's open them and tell our viewers who are not watching on YouTube what they are.
So these shoes are extra special for me because I wore them on my wedding day. And when I had an idea for my wedding, I really wanted elegant, classic on top, but with a pop of color and flair. And I feel like that's really representative of my style. For me, when I consider, okay, should I buy high-end pieces or more affordable, mix and match, what I do is I like to spend money on the pieces, the timeless pieces, the things that last a lifetime. And then it allows you to also have fun and stuff. So for me, I had to be my shoes because I love shoes. And then I said, if I'm going to do, flair, of course it has to be Christian Louboutin because it's just classic. So
yes.
I'm just taking the bags out. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous.
They are beautiful, and I've only worn them twice. And of course, like, you even put the pads in here because Louboutins are not that
yes. So for those of you who are just listening, they're like satin. They're pretty tall. I would say. Is it like?
I would say these are 4. Yeah, these were
4 inches. Yeah, and they are like the wraparound, like silk, like almost scarf.
So when I had
can you like actually use it as a scarf? Like you can actually use it as something else.
You can take them off. That's
a
really good point.
Yeah, so you can use it like.
That is such a good
like
point because
scarf.
My dress went right below the knee, and it's going to be a surprise to Tom, but at our 10-year anniversary, I'm going to have the dress shortened. And then I was thinking about repurposing some things. So this is such a good idea. Because one, I should definitely buy new shoes for my 10-year anniversary.
Or you can use something else, like just get another, or you get something else for hair, like a little metal something,
really good idea.
Yeah, like a metal chain instead.
Because if I'm repurposing a dress, I might as well repurpose the shoes.
Of course,
yeah. So I've worn these, I think, for my wedding, and then one other time, and then I wore it to a dinner, and I remember the third time I wore them was the last time I've worn them because it was in Miami. I think it was like Mila, and I was like, oh no, it's getting really busy and really dirty. Like,
we're going. I'm not going to save my shoes.
We gotta go. I'm not messing up these shoes. Just because they're so meaningful.
No, they are, and they're beautiful. So yeah, you should definitely, continue to take great care
buy more so that I can wear these more, and then, not feel so bad when I wear them. But it's so interesting because, you buy nice shoes often, but the ones that you wear to your wedding are so meaningful. And my husband actually, when I showed them, I love good old Midwestern Tom. He's learned a lot since then, but I remember he looked at it and said, "Oh, what's this brand? And why are they so expensive?" And I said, Go away, because I did show him the shoes. So we always have a good laugh, and he's grown a lot since then.
He knows
too.
the brand now.
He definitely knows the brand now.
All right, well, now I'm going to ask you a quick little fire of this or that.
Okay.
Blazers or cardigans?
Ooh, blazers in my line of work, yeah.
Yes, I definitely feel like you're a blazer for sure. Power lunch or coffee meeting?
Ooh, coffee meeting.
Yep.
More efficient. I
You
can
did
do
a really
two in the
good
time
coffee.
of lunch.
Yeah, you did like a great coffee meeting that one last time. Digital note taking or traditional pen and paper?
For efficiency, take digital, just because it's quick and fast.
True. Formal attire or smart casual?
Ooh, always overdressed and underdressed, so
Yes.
formal.
Yep. Heels or flats at networking events?
Heels.
Yes, agreed. LinkedIn or Instagram for professional connections?
LinkedIn for me.
Yep, me too. Morning meeting or evening mixers?
Ooh, morning meeting now. It's powerful. You got a good coffee in, and high achievers, we wake up early and we want to start the day. And evening, sometimes you're like, I've been go all day.
It's more of a
yeah.
it's not as serious.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to say no to certain evening mixers. I think it depends.
Yeah, it's a good balance.
What's the invite?
Yep. Silent retreat or active workshops for networking?
Oh.
I mean, how do you really network during silent retreat?
Yeah, I think when I think of silent retreat, I think of people who are going to a retreat, like a meditation retreat.
Yes,
and that's great networking for people that you want to find like-minded. So I would say maybe active for now, but because retreat, like I would love to do a retreat, but I want to make sure it's people with the same mindset and with the goals, same level.
Exactly.
So it's a little tricky.
Yes, no, agreed. Private dinners or large conferences, I know.
Oh, private dinners all the way. Intimate, small gatherings for me.
Custom suit or designer dress?
Oh, interesting. Definitely designer dress, but you know what's interesting? I just saw something, I think it was on Instagram, where this woman was going to Indochino that does men's tailored suits, and she was like, go and get yourself one of those like 1980s power suits that's tailored, and you can even do boot cut or whatever, the deep V, because they make suits for men.
But they can do it for anybody.
And I thought that was such a good idea.
Yeah.
So I do want to get a power suit.
Yeah. What color would you get?
Ooh. I'm a sucker for black and tailored. I think if I was winning an award, because one of my manifestations is an award for a book that I want to write, and that would be something powerful, like a red or a deep purple or a bright
Burgundy
blue. Or burgundy.
Yeah,
is
that's like a
nice.
hot color right now.
Yeah,
It's like
I can see that.
the color for the spring, which is not really usual because it's a darker color, but I think that would actually look beautiful on you.
Yeah, or like a green jewel tone.
Oh,
like a dark green, like this.
Yes, I love that.
That's it. We're getting suits.
We're
going to get suits. We're getting champagne and suits, Anna.
Yes. Hey, well, cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
It was so amazing having you here today, Nicole, and it's been really such a pleasure learning about your strategic networking, community building experience, and your insights have been truly inspiring. And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us. And remember that style transcends fashion and is also about the networks that we cultivate and the communities that we nurture. Because if you don't have a community, where are we going? Like, you don't have anywhere to go with your clothes, right? Mm-hmm. So be sure to follow and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform on YouTube and catch more conversations here at I Want Her Shoes podcast. We'll see you later. Bye. Yay!
Thank you.
Of
that
course.
was awesome. Oh, you're so good. That was great. I like that it's heavy hitting quick, because I just kind of went off the cuff, and it's like,
no, but you're good. You know what you're saying. I mean, like, it's hard when people don't know how to answer, right?
Yeah.
So one last thing I want to ask you is pick out a pair of shoes out of my closet that would be like the ones that represent you.
Okay.
The most.
Okay. Let's see. Interesting. What a delight to like imagine myself. Let's see. What? These are not done, but I just wanted to see.
Those are fun.
They are fun.
They're actually, they're super comfortable.
Ooh, green is so interesting.
I feel like green is your color too.
It is like, I think for It's so bold. Like, I love, but it's also soothing at the same time.
Like this color suit, right, Nicole?
These are pretty awesome. I might go with that one just because of, in terms of like wearing for work events and stuff.
Yeah, those are actually my one of my newest pairs, and they're the most comfortable ones.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go with my heart.
With the Ferragamo?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Are we taking a picture
and look,
with it?
this
Oh,
is the color of the suit that you should get sometime.
That is
isn't
definitely.
That, like, the
and
color?
look, I feel like
it comes with like the dress. I feel like you would wear that. You could wear that all together.
I would absolutely wear that.
Like I could see with even these.
I know.
Or you could do it with that. Yeah.
Look at this. That's awesome.